Thursday, March, let's see, do I know what day it is? March 3rd, I believe. And we're off on another adventure. They just keep coming, the Tryman Adventures. Gas is up to $4.50 a gallon. Is it $4.50 a gallon? Gas has increased 50 cents a gallon in the last month. Gas has increased 50 cents a gallon. Food has increased about 25 to 30%. I'm paying an extra $160 a month for my insurance. Middle class, you are being exterminated. Maybe you don't realize it, but you are being exterminated and you don't even care. It's too bad. It's important that people stand up, but apparently we're powerless. I guess, I don't know, I mean, the unions of the world should have shut down everything, man. But they're too late. See, they're all in their same little power. The unions are just as corrupted as the government is and the corporations. So we have no representatives for the people anymore. It's all been corrupted, basically. Oh well. Now, the quicker it goes down, the better, I guess. You know, personally, I don't really need much to live. That's a good thing because I'm not going to have much. Did you see that some general over there in Afghanistan apologizing for killing 9 children? He said he was sorry. I want to apologize for killing 9 children. Yeah, I'm sure that really helped the parents of those people. As we don't have any tax. See, there's big budget problems in America right now because all the money goes over to fight those wars that are completely unwinnable. So we here don't have any money, you see, but nobody's connecting the dots. There is no budget crisis. The budget crisis is created by the same people who say there's a budget crisis. Nobody connects the dots, apparently. And isn't it odd that every single first world country has had the exact same issue? The government employees are the problem. From Greece to Ireland to England to France. Germany not so much. Germany is strong. The Germans have risen again back to the world power in Europe. So they haven't had to screw their government workers. Let's see what's going on up here today. So Germany's been all right. I mean, all the other countries, and now us, of course. And you know, Americans, the cows attack each other. Stefan Molyneux would put it. It's a free domain radio. The propagandists have been very, very successful in creating this class division here. And the cows are against each other. See, we're just all of us that are in this line going to work right now, we're cows. That includes me, of course. We're being herded to produce certain outcomes in our labor and our life. Wow, look at, I checked the traffic report. It wasn't that bad a minute ago. What happened? Is that a bunch of music? Each day of March, what's happening? Featuring a different artist, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the beginning of each hour. Looks like we've got a little problem ahead of us here on the Sunset Highway, which is a little bit clogged up at the moment. Yeah, we're all in the herd, and we're all being herded, and you know, of course, if I had my way, I would go. Nobody goes to work until further notice. Shut everything down. I mean, just kill. I guess that truck is going like 5 miles an hour is the problem. Just stop the production of everything. I mean, it would work, but people would have to coordinate their activity to do that. You know, and they have to stop living in fear of everything, which isn't possible. Everybody's scared. And the people that do, whoa, we're down to 0 miles an hour on the highway. that truck. We're stuck behind trucks. That's what it is. Oh wait, no, there's something broken down. Right there in the right-hand lane. Well, that would do it, wouldn't it? There's no breakdown lane here. Maybe it's an accident of some sort. I don't know what it is. Anyway, okay. Traffic problem over. Yeah. $4.50 a gallon for our. Thank you, lady. Oh, she's not happy with me. $4.50 a gallon for our gas, and look at us all. Moo, moo, moo. Just herd us right into those little slaughterhouses. We'll all go because we think we're free. We're free. You're free, you're free, about as free as a goddamn cow in a pasture. Cows think they're free in the pasture, don't forget. Until they're herded into the slaughterhouse, and they don't even realize it's happening until they get that nail in their head. And it's too late. Oh, there's another broken down truck. There's just all kinds of great stuff on the highway today. Yeah, the worldwide movement against the working man, all orchestrated by the banks and the elite, who don't live like this. Okay, they are not sitting on roads and highways. They are taking private jets to where they need to go without reservations, without security, and helicopters. They don't live like this. They don't live like cows, and they're very pleased with themselves, as they should be. You know, they've got us all working and thinking that we're actually free. But what does that have to do with TriMet? Nothing really, I suppose, other than I talked to Jay Jackson on the phone today. And he said, no, we don't do witnesses at step 2. We save that for step 3. Okay, fine. And I then said to him, okay, Jay, all I want is a fair hearing. Now, if he's an impartial judge, he says he's got no axe to grind in the battle. How do you put it? I got no, I forgot what he said, but I wrote it down in the blog because I wrote it right after I talked to him, so I was fresh in my memory. Oh, yeah, it's also funny that every time I talk to anybody at TriMet, the first thing out of their mouth, are you recording this? Why don't you record it for us? And then you won't have to ask me that question. All you got to do is say, Al, we record everything. And then I would be like happy. And everybody would be happy because we'd have records, real records. Instead of he said, she said, you know, from one minute to the next. But of course, that might interrupt their power struggle and their chance to delude and defraud people to actually keep audio records or video. Anyway, he said he's going to be impartial and fair. And if he's impartial and fair, there's no way he can uphold this because the facts are on my side. And once you can prove one part of their disciplinary letter wrong, it calls into question all of it. And the easiest thing to prove wrong there is their reference to the first meeting and what its intent was. That is obviously misinterpreted because when you look at the first letter, they tell you what the purpose of the meeting is. Now, they for some reason just disregarded that and changed it to, you were brought into this meeting for secretly recording. And that was not the intent of the meeting. The intent of the meeting was to improve my driving skills. So you've got one section which has clearly been misrepresented. So how can the rest of it have any credibility at all? We don't even need to bring up the scope of policy, even though legally they can't enforce any of their policy because their scope doesn't include it. But that's a technicality, but nevertheless, it should apply, of course. Will it apply? I don't know. See, all my problem with my management now is that they didn't give me the opportunity to comply before giving me discipline. They gave me discipline and tried to say that it was based on the previous discipline, and there's nothing was further from the truth. And that's a problem. You see, this is why we need unions. Say we didn't have a union, I'd be gone. I would have been gone a long time ago because I would have been doing something they're not happy with. See, they'd have everybody kowtowing here. Oh, see, if they had the kind of power to just summarily terminate me just because they don't like me, then I'd have been gone. And it's just more evidence of why we need to have unions. Because without them, you're just subject to the dictatorial tyrants who employ you. They will decide when you come and when you go. And I know people that have worked at TriMet, by the way, who are not in the union, and they were shown the door. They said, okay, we want everything back from you right now. Give us your keys, give us your pass, give us all the information you have, and leave. They're escorted right out the door. No explanation. And those are non-union employees. And that's what would be happening to me right now if I didn't have a union. Of course, I'd fight them in the courts. Unlawful termination. You can. There are some regrets. Because I haven't done anything wrong. I still maintain that I haven't done anything wrong. I still maintain that they're wrong. Okay, down to Thursday. This is the second to last day of the sign up. I'm looking forward to going on a 67. I'm going to miss the 88. The days at TriMet, my physical days working here, have been pretty smooth. I've enjoyed my co-workers for the most part, at one break especially, and I'll miss this bunch of people that we've been associating with. I think it's a 7:30 break, but maybe we'll see them again somewhere. You know, it's pretty hard to know how what people you end up hanging out with. And sign-up changes are always kind of interesting because it disrupts your routine. And even though I fight disruption of routine, it's always important to do that because you need to change things around, even if it's against your will once in a while. Oh, and thanks to Ross Reed for he's been putting up some great political stuff, man. You know, he found that interview with Larry Hanley and what's that guy's name that does the radio? I forgot, but he was able to find that and put it up, and I couldn't find that. I was looking for that interview with him, and I couldn't find it, and Ross did. So thanks for putting that up, Ross.